What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is actually finally the day. We've been here, picking things apart. The surprise for the interior is actually supposed to show up tomorrow morning, so we'll be able to put the interior in and do all that. I was thinking about doing seatbelts in there, so I'm gonna make the decision now whether I want to do that and such. But we were here earlier. We kind of wire wheeled this whole axle already. You can see our ladder bars here. We'll get there in a second, but what we got to do pretty much is take the rear end of this truck and get the lift on it, because I need those two jack stands in the front to take that axle and all those leaves and get it kind of sitting like this in the front, because there's a couple brackets up there like the U-bolt bracket I got to get blasted and powder coated. So that's what we're going to focus on, so we can get this rear lift on, get the new shocks on, all that. But in the process of that, we're actually gonna paint this axle black. I couldn't find a set of ladder bars for an extended cab long bed, and I figured if I'm gonna do them, might as well do them custom, and this is what we came out with. Obviously, you guys already know we're doing the whole like kind of Miami color theme here with the pink and teal. So these bars themselves, as you can see, his wife Maddie actually designed these. He fabbed them up, did all that, got everything cut. And it's got a faceplate, and it's got the bars themselves, and these things weigh a ton. I would pick this up and kind of show you them, but they weigh legitimately a lot. They're stupid heavy duty, and it's exactly what we needed for this truck, because when you lift these trucks, axle wrap galore. All Fords for some reason. That's why I kind of don't like Fords for more than one reason, but we're making it work on this truck. So bars are gonna end up going teal here. Faceplate, I'm gonna get those painted tomorrow. These are gonna get powdered. I need to get the leaf springs on to get the axle centered where it needs to be, so my measurements are correct. So then I gotta grind off two little spots, and I can weld on our brackets on the axle here to hold it at the bottom. And then on the frame underneath the cab, again, palm tree in this bracket as well. This will go on the frame. Drill 3 holes, well 4, because there's one down here. We're gonna bolt it in, and these will be mounted on the frame. So that'll be sweet. That's the plan here. Let's get this lift on, or at least half of it, the front. Let's see what we can do, because I gotta powder those and do that tomorrow. Also gotta do the diff covers, a lot of stuff. But regardless, I'm gonna stop talking, and let's get this thing lifted.
Oh, I've been gone.
been a minute. To be honest, I was just getting super overwhelmed with this resto. We had to do a lot of stuff like this right here, but I was just getting super overwhelmed with it. I like pretty much fully restored a truck in like 2 months, and then I just hit a wall, man. I was pushing, and then I just literally got to a point of where it wasn't even enjoyable anymore. I didn't enjoy it because I was just, that's all I was focusing on. I had no time for myself. I had no time for anything else. We went around and we built this truck. We also built Danny from Alpha Rex's truck. That was a mess. Parts never showed up in time. It's actually on a trailer right now to go to SEMA, where he's got to go to Utah and have Flog recreate his front bumper bracket because they sent him one for a 4th gen. His bumper didn't match. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see a bunch of these videos on the other channel, including this build right here. If you want to follow him on Instagram, here she is. But we went around. It's 16 wides with 3-inch spacers. Yeah, driving it through one puddle in the parking lot, and here it is. We're actually changing these up right now as we speak. We're gonna take the chrome letters and put in the 2500. The all white just wasn't cutting it. We did add gold up there to match that. I can tell you right now, everyone thinks that just because I build weird color things doesn't mean we can't build normal color things equally as well. 8-inch BDS up front, an actual 8-inch BDS kit on the front of this truck. Actually, well, we'll get to that in a second, but actual 8-inch BDS kit. It's actually got McGoy springs front and rear. That's kind of what this kit came with. So this actually came off of a 5th gen Versatire, actually. They had this on their 5th gen. So we bought this off of them to put it on this truck because this truck actually had the 4-inch Wicked kit. And 4 inches, yeah, it wouldn't clear this whatsoever. So we went around. It's got an 8-inch BDS front, 6-inch BDS rear. So this truck sits completely level. It looks really freaking good. 4-link all the way around. Dual steering stabilizers, Fox shocks, all the way around. This thing rides like a dream, even for being this wide. And on 3-inch spacers. Look at that. Look at that. So this thing is literally, if you want me to be honest, it is 2 inches over the legal limit. But that's what he wanted. So this is nuts. We actually have a 4th gen Banks DPF back on this truck. Had to do some slight modification, but we got it to fit. Pretty much it was that pipe right there. Not so much that it wouldn't fit this truck, but it was actually, that DPF back was actually supposed to go on the banana ram. So that's why this is, we repurposed that, put it on this truck, and all we had to do is take the pipe from where the DPF outlet and an extension pipe because of the mega cab. Boom, we added that extension piece, and then the DPF back exhaust works. Looks super clean. It looks really good tucked right there, just with bank sticking out. The slash cut. Did a full color match on this as well. This is literally what we've been working on. So when you thought that, you know, me busting out the pink truck, yeah, we busted this thing out in a couple nights. Full color match, gold accents on the grill. And that, like I said, we're changing those emblems right now as well. But you see this whole kind of build go on our company channel. This thing turned out absolutely killer. It gotta go up a decent amount, I'd say.
completely catches on fire, it's then going to make its way inside of the box to where it's going to heat the exterior of the shock, which then is going to melt the oil seal inside the shock. And then we're going to call Fox and complain about it. So that's how you do this. Just keep heating it up until it melts. Start a fire, add a little oxygen, get it going, you know. Don't finger it, God. Quit.
These are huge. Alright guys, well you saw that we got the rear end of this truck all put together finally. It's been a crazy week. So we're building a handful of trucks. Honestly, it was a multitude of trucks, late nights, the whole nine. One's on its way to SEMA, the other one actually just got picked up by him. They turned out amazing, and Danny's actually bringing his truck back here so we can finish the things that didn't show up and came in late. Like there's a whole McGoy's lift that's here that actually was supposed to go on the truck but showed up way too late to get to SEMA, so he's going to bring it back and we'll finish that and do all that, you know, in the near future. But for now, we got the rear end of this truck put together. The teal springs, I got to come back here and gotta get a C-clamp and pretty much clamp the brackets back. It's a super easy process. Towel on one side, towel on the other. A lot of people are like, oh, how you get those back after it's powdered? Well, powder is very, especially when baked and cured right, you'll be able to like pinch those back together with no flaking, no cracking, no nothing, because it literally is bonded to the metal. So here are the 36 1450s on the back of this truck. Oh man, we gotta have a little poke. But after seeing the white truck that we just did, I kind of want to put some spacers on this. I don't know yet, but we got a little bit of poke on this guy here. That's going to look sick. And then up here, like I said, we've got the rest of the front lift, my leveling shackles, dual shock mounts, and then these leaves, you know, got to put them back together. But that's what we're going to do in the next video. This whole front end's got to get torn apart. I got to bust those U-bolts off. So that won't take too long. Obviously, half the lift's done. The hardest part about a leaf spring lift is when you powder coat them and you need to take them apart, put them all back together. So that's the hardest part. They're all laid out in the position they should be. This whole pack's really actually put together underneath here. Yeah, as you can see, the tan carpet is on the floor, guys. The tan carpet for this truck is not going in here. And I know a while ago I told you guys, I was like, I've got something for the floor of this truck. I was waiting on something so I could put the interior in, which will also go in this week because, yeah, I got a custom pink carpet to go in the Super Duty here. Nobody puts custom carpets in their stuff. You know, back when I was like, oh, Banana Ram, we put the custom headliner in. I was like, oh, change the color up. Well, I've never once seen somebody put a custom carpet in their trucks. So I guess we're gonna be the first ones here, and yes, it's obnoxious because why not? Yes, this is like pink. I'm gonna get some tan floor mats to match all the tan in this truck. Still want to work on a tan wheel, but yeah, we're gonna get some tan mats, you know, WeatherTechs to go in here. We got to trim all this up, trim up by the dash, trim where the seat belts go. Once it gets down, I got all the seat bolts in there right now. Actually, if we lift this up, you can see right there. So all the seat bolts are in here, which will make it simple to you know, push down and, you know, cut a little circle for the bolts to go through. Getting the windows in and audio for this guy. And while we're at it, we're gonna finish these mirrors up too. So I told you guys I had something special, and that's really changing the game here, and just everything in general about this truck is just completely different. And obviously we're going with the Miami Vice theme. The traction bars we got from Dude's Fab Shop, they're actually getting, you know, blasted and powdered at the moment. And then I've got the face plates you saw me getting them painted. Those will go on shortly as well. All we got to do is grind a little bit, weld them on, and call it a day. This is going to be sick. It's really going to pull this interior together. And when you open the door, it's not going to be the oh, you got colored seatbelts like green truck here. It's not that. And plus, I'm gonna do a whole custom interior on this guy soon as well. But it's gonna be the what is going on here, because you ain't ever seen a pink nor custom carpet. I don't think so. I definitely haven't, and I'm guessing you haven't either. So obviously doing something different, changing the game, and yeah, so I'm thrilled to get this thing together finally. Like I said, we have to get those brackets powder coated, otherwise this lift would have been completely on. I completely forgot about it when we tore it apart. So we're gonna get those brackets powder coated for the, you know, the shock and the U-bolts, and this thing will be ready. We're gonna pop out the old steering, put the new in, and this thing can move on its own weight again. So if you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please go down there, click subscribe, drop me a comment while you're down there. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.